Try the other one. Get through. Okay, when I pushed the crimp through, one of the strands popped off, so in this case I need to trim it, so I'll just cut it again. And bring the crimp back around. Push it through the hole. Get your loop size where you want it. Pull the tag in so it's just barely exposed. 1/0 crimp, 175-pound cable, match up your hole. Don't get too close to the edge. Cup to cup. Squeeze it. Again, nice and flat, flared on the edge, no exposed end. So we'll test this one just a second. Let's do a mono. This is a monofilament, 150-pound monofilament. In this case, I'm going to use these 1.6, which is for 150-pound mono. These are Momoy aluminum oval. See, they don't have that figure 8 to them. It's just an oval. Okay, you go through, and then again you can add swivels or beads or, chafing protection on here as you come back through. Let's add one of these one here just so you can see. Now this one you're going to try to melt this little end here. Okay, and then sort of do it and it kind of mushrooms the end out a little. That way you can pull it up against the edge of the crimp there. Okay. Now you have your chafing protection, you have it, and that way you don't have to kind of hold it, do 3 things at once while you're doing it. Okay, and then this is the 1.6. So the 1.6 is the 3rd hole, and this is a single. Get it right in the middle. Get it good. Squeeze it down. Again, flare it out at the edge. It's not cutting in. It's just pinched in the middle there. We're all good. So let's do the other side. Through. Back through. Melt your end. Mushroom it out a little bit. Okay. 1.6, 3rd holes, 1.6. Get it right in the middle. Make sure you're cup to cup there. Squeeze. Flared on the end, in the middle, nice and tight. Now, when you do these, like if you're doing the 250-pound mono, these come in a longer sleeve so that you can use a crimp here, crimp, and then go to the other end and crimp again, stay away from the edge, and it's a double. So if one of them is a little weak, the other one, it's just insurance. Okay? So let's go pull these and test them and see how strong they are. Okay, here is the first 150-pound mono little segment we did. The wind was so strong outside, it was too noisy in the microphone, so I turned it off, and I'm just going to dub over this. I'm pulling with my 50-pound spring scale just to see if we can bust it. I have it the other end tied to a tree. And there it bottoms out and still strong. I'm going to pull a little harder and stuff. Nothing. So unhook it and we'll try the other one. Okay, so this is the 175-pound cable. Hooked to the spring scale. And here we go. Bottomed out the 50-pound scale. Okay, well, couldn't break them. My scale only goes up to 50 pounds, but I pulled really hard and I still couldn't break them. These heavy leaders like this are really used for abrasion resistance and tooth resistance, not necessarily for, breaking strength, because nobody's drag goes up to 200 pounds. I mean, if I use an 18-pound drag, that's strong. So this is just for, like I said, abrasion and tooth and things like that. But these crimps really work good. They hold everything down. They're not difficult to do, but if you get the wrong size crimp on the wrong size leader material, it's not gonna hold right. So you have to pay attention when you're picking out what you're going to do and get the right crimps to go with the right crimper to go with the proper size line that you need. Getting started with crimping is easy. Just give it a try.